Many of the important things in life are things that we can see and touch. But sometimes the things that are even more important are things that are invisible, intangible, maybe even unreal. In movie, up close and personal, in a phone conversation between two main characters, the male lead said, you can see the heart better when you can't see someone's face. Maybe that's why being on the radio with you is so enjoyable. We are so far apart from each other, but that distance makes me feel even more connected to you. Sometimes it's the distance that allows us to share even more intimate parts of our lives together. Well, do you feel the same way? Or do you feel not? Oh no! Please! This is Kevin's Hot Beat. Our first song on Kevin's Hot Beat for Saturday, May 17th was Show You by Girls' Day. Hello guys, I'm Kevin from ZEA. I feel closer and closer to you with each passing day on Hot Beat. Well, we can't see each other, but, I know that you always understand what I want to tell you, right? And that's what keeps me going. Let me tell you how you can tune into Hot Beat. We've got FM stations in Jeju Island, and these are the areas that you can find out. 88.7 in Jeju, 88.1 in Seogwipo, 101.9 in Daejeong, and we've got terrestrial DMB as well. You can also tune into us from New York and the US via snbus.com or SNB Radio. On weekends, you can also listen in from Radio Korea in Los Angeles, USA. And I'd love to hear from you guys, so leave us your comments, messages, and song requests here on the Happy Message board at www.arirangfm.com/hotbeat. You can write your messages in any languages. Today, Once Upon a Time, we're going to take a trip into the past, of course, and then on part 2, we'll be talking about particular theme on Tell Me Something. Now let's kick off today's Hot Beat with two songs. 그대 안의 Blue, The Blue in You by Eric Nam and Boyoung, it's live, and also live from FT and 사랑하기 때문에, Because I Love You. Welcome aboard the time machine of Once Upon a Time. Starting this week, we'll be turning back time once a week. Bon voyage! On this segment, we take a trip down memory lane like our grandmothers do when they tell us stories of the good old days. Good old days. Today, we're going back to May 2005. Let's take a look at the major entertainment news of that time. Okay, now, first up is Shinhwa members Shinhaesung, Iminwoo go solo. Shinhwa members Shinhaesung and Iminwoo released their solo albums around the same time. For Iminwoo, it was his second solo album, performing under his name M. And for Shinhaesung, it was the first time going solo. As Shinhwa members continued their solo performances, there were many rumors about the group breaking up. But as you know, the group stayed together even to this day. Number 2, Yoon Do-hyun, YB Band, released his first solo album in 10 years. After debuting solo in 1994, Yoon Do-hyun performed with his band, starting with his second album. 10 years later, he came back solo with the album Difference. The title song must have been in love. 사랑했나 봐, 잊을 수 없나 봐, was a ballad that moved away from his trademark rock style. Number 3, director Hong Sang-soo invited to Cannes Film Festival for 2 consecutive years. The 58th Cannes Film Festival featured Hong Sang-soo's film Tale of Cinema. In its competition, The Tale of Cinema was Hong Sang-soo's second consecutive entry into Cannes following Woman is the Future of Man. It didn't take home any awards, but it came back with plenty of critical acclaim. Number 4, Coco Lee and G.O.D's Park Jun-young's duet. Taiwanese diva Coco Lee released a duet with G.O.D's leader Park Jun-young. It was a title track, no doubt, of her second English album, Exposed. It was said that Coco Lee sought out Park Jun-young in particular as an artist that she wanted to work with. Now, we'll be back after some music. If You by M, Iminwoo, and Too Good by 천상지 The Grace. If You by M. Lee and Too Good by 천상지 The Grace. Now we're continuing on Once Upon a Time. What were the biggest headlines of May 2005? Singer Cho Sung-mo went a national tour concert to celebrate the release of 6th album. Touring 10 cities over 2 months starting in Seoul. Actress Kim Jung-un, who provided the narration for the song in complete word, joined him on stage, and actor So Ji-seop, who appeared in a music video for Mr. Flower, was spotted in the audience. Now, cable music channel MTV Korea named Lee Jae-won as Artist of the Month, and hip-hop group 45 RPM as Hip-Hop Group of the Year. Lee Jae-won had his first solo album after breaking off from H.O.T. and JTL, and he wrote and produced the entire album himself. 45 RPM was a 3-member hip-hop group that had spent 6 years in underground scene, and include Lee Hyun-bae, the younger brother of DJ DOC member Lee Han-il. 천상지 The Grace also debuted around this time as an a cappella pop group, of course. Very rare for Korean girl group. Their first single, Too Good, was released on the same day that they made their official debut on China's CCTV, and they immediately began promoting in Korea. In May 2005, the postage stamp featuring Hallyu star Lee Byung-hun went on sale. A postage stamp featuring the drama Winter Sonata featuring Bae Yong-jun, Choi Ji-woo was released simultaneously, demonstrating the power of Hallyu in Japan. Meanwhile, actress Kim Hee-sun had a photo shoot with world-renowned fashion photographer Paolo Raversi. That's a pretty hard name. I think he's Italian or French, I don't know. Paolo Ravosi, yes. And Park Chan-wook's movie, JSA, Joint Security Area, landed a remake deal in the United States. Now, we'll be back after listening to some of the songs. Superstar by Julie and Digidong by 45 RPM. Superstar by Julie and Digidong by 45 RPM. We're traveling back through time with our Saturday segment, Once Upon a Time. Now let's take a look at what songs were on the charts in May 2005. Number 7, UN's To Her, 그녀에게. Well, To Her was the title track of the 5th album from UN, a duo made up of Kim Jung-un and Choi Jung-hoon. The two members were widely popular for their handsome looks and their vocal talent. Their hit songs include Gift, 선물, Wave, 파도, and A Whole Life, 평생. Alright, here is number 6, 별 and 나윤권's Safety, 안부. 이젠 사랑해도 설레선 안 되고 보고파도 만나선 안 되고 술에 취해. Now this is one of the most popular male-female duets in K-pop history, thanks to the wonderful chemistry between 별 and 나윤권. Their second duet, Open the Window, was also a success. Number 5, Julie's Superstar. 펴봐, 미쳐봐, 미쳤어. 되도록 그대로 이제야 나를 잊고. This was the title track from Julie's 4th album and opened up Julie's golden age. Member Hyun-young was placed square in a spotlight for her shaking dance in the middle of the song. The lyrics to the song were written by Shinhwa's Lee Min-woo. Okay, number 4, BMK's Spring Flower, 꽃피는 봄이 오면. Along with Stain, and this is BMK's best-known song and is an oldie that we return to every spring. BMK is famous for a powerful voice, which sounds as if it'll burst the speakers. Number 3, Buzz, Coward, 겁쟁이. 날 사랑해줘요, 울리지 마요. Well, this is number in 2003, Bud made a grand entrance into the world of K-pop with Maybe. and followed up with the mega hits Coward and Trouble to Me on their second album. Recently, we heard a news that the original members would be coming back together after 8 years. Number 2, SG Wannabes, While You Live. The Kaomori 창법. Kaomori. Anyways, SG Wannabes is a group that is famous not only for their many hits include Timeless, Sin and Punishment, La La La, and Partner for Life, but also for Kim Jino's cow herding, yes, the 소머리 창법, Kaomori style of singing. This song recently landed Kim Jino first place in the show Immortal Classic, and the song rose to number 1 of the charts again after 9 years. SG Wannabe had a member changed after several years. I forgot his name, but his voice sounds like 사랑해요, 고마운 내 사랑. I forgot his name. What's his name? Well, we'll be back after some music. I'll tell you the name of him from SG Wannabe. 사랑해요. All right, now we'll find the top song of May 2005 after some music and also the name of SG Wannabe's member. 그녀에게, To Her by UN and 안부. Yes, Safety by 별, featured by 나윤관. Yes, that was 그녀에게, To Her by UN and Safety, 안부 by 별 and 나윤관. You're listening to the Once Upon a Time. What was the top song of May 2005? Okay, now it was 윤도현's 사랑했나봐, Must Have Been in Love. 사랑했나봐, 잊을 수 없나봐. This was a song on Yoon Do-hyun's second solo album, which came 10 years after he began to perform exclusively with his band. At the time of the album's release, Yoon Do-hyun said that he wanted to try music that he couldn't perform with a traditional rock band. Must Have Been in Love was a such huge hit that it was not only number 1 on the music charts, but also the most downloaded ringtone at the time. Now, before we close, Once Upon a Time, the name of the SG Wannabe member was the 이석훈. 사랑해요. 이석훈, yes, that was his name. Anyways, the time machine of Once Upon a Time is returning to the present. Join me again next week. Okay, more music for you. 사랑했나봐, Must Have Been in Love by Yoon Do-hyun and 겁쟁이, Coward by Buzz. It's time to wrap up part 1 of Hot Beat, but I'll be back in second half. Here is the last song, 사랑인걸, It's Love by Mose.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to listen to the Hot Beat. All the sexy girls out there, are you ready to join? BET Hot Beat.
Welcome back to the second hour of Hot Beat. That was Night and Day by Hwisung. Let me tell you again how you can tune into Hot Beat. We've got FM stations in Jeju Island, and these are the areas that you can find out. 88.7 in Jeju, 88.1 in Seogwipo, 101.9 in Daejeon, and we've got terrestrial TMB as well. You can also tune into us from New York in the US via smbus.com or SMB Radio. On weekends, you can also listen in from Radio Korea in Los Angeles, USA. If you got a smartphone, just search for the Arirang Radio in your app store. It's a free app, ARIRANG RADIO, Arirang Radio. You can listen to our program on the move and leave your comments through the smartphone Arirang Radio app. Also, you can listen to Arirang Radio through TuneIn. It's an online radio service site with 40 million users worldwide. You can download TuneIn through Google Play or the App Store. And I love to hear from you guys, so leave us your comments, messages, and song requests here on the Happy Message board at www.arirangfm.com/hotbeat. You can write your messages in any languages. Now, I'll be playing more music for you. Damage by Mario, featured by Kimboa of Speaker. 시간이 약이라는 말은 거짓말, Saying Time is Medicine is a Lie by JC Chiun, and Has.
Yes, you got me, then hook me, then burn me.
I want to know more about you, how you think, how you feel, everything about you. So I'd like you to tell me something. On this segment, we get to talk about anything we want. With one theme each week, it's Tell Me Something. A teacher is not someone who only impacts knowledge, but also someone who gives us the wisdom to take the right path in life. Since long ago, in Korea there has been a culture of paying respect to teachers and being watchful about how we act around them. The Korean scholar and political reformer Yulgok Lee once said, "When looking a teacher, do not look from above his neck. And when you smile in front of him, do not show your teeth." Now, this is how he cautioned people are around teachers. Who was the teacher that has put you on the path you are on today? Now, on today's Tell Me Something, we'll be talking about topic of teachers. After some music, I'll be reading some of your messages about your most memorable teachers. Here is two songs for you. Thank You by D-Unit, featured by Benzino. Give It to You by Glam. Thank You by D-Unit, featured by Benzino, and Give It to You by Glam. Now you're listening to Tell Me Something. Today we'll be talking about teachers. We have some messages. I'll start off reading Smaria from Singapore. I still remember the time where you fall sick for a week and you will sacrifice your time just to prepare me for my major exams. Or you would sometimes ask me if I've already eaten, just like a big sister asking her siblings. Without your sacrifices for me, I think I wouldn't be where I am now. Thank you for everything. You will always be my big sister, my friend, and my tutorer. My song request, Secrets, Friends. Yoon Jung-ha from Korea. I've forgotten most of my teachers' names, and I only remember one, Mr. Shin Kwang-sup, who taught me math when I was in second year of middle school. I remember the first day of school. He told me that he knew my dad from school, and that they meet up once a month, so I had to work hard. My dad ended up hearing my test scores before I did, and he even knew what high school I would go to before I did. And my teacher pushed me really hard. After all these years, I still can't forget him. I hope that he's happy and healthy wherever he is. Jinju from Korea. I'm an elementary school teacher, so I love Teacher's Day. My kids are so good on Teacher's Day. There's a kid who sneaks a letter and a carnation in my desk when I'm not looking. A kid who buys me his favorite candy after saving up his allowance. A kid who runs up to me and covers me in kisses. A kid who massages my shoulders with his tiny hands. Some kids come to me, visit me in middle school and high school uniforms, and it's so rewarding. I love my job, but on today's it's like Christmas. I will have a long day to go, but I hope that one day my students will remember my fondly. And so I'm working hard every day. Oh, so I see you're a elementary school teacher. Okay. Okay, now let's listen to some music and we'll be reading more and more of your messages. Beautiful Days by Jaemin and Friends by Secret, requested by Smaria from Singapore. Beautiful Days by Jaemin and Friends by Secret, requested by Smaria from Singapore. Today we're talking about our most memorable teachers. Let's read some of your messages. Ashley from USA. I had some very inspiring teachers as I grow up. They shaped me into a woman I am today, and I'm following their path in the education field. Teachers' Day was 6th of May. In the U.S. of A, and I was at the elementary school. I do my teaching studies since I'm still in university. I was surprised with the love of students. I've only been with these kids 3 months, and they drew me pictures, brought me mini candies, and handmade cards. Wow. I was very touched to see how much heart the kids put in for me. Even though I'm not a full teacher yet, the staff also gave me the staff also gave me a card and thanked me for coming to their school. It was such a great day. Aw, they gave you handmade cards and mini candies. Ooh, cute. Kim Myung-soo from Korea. When I was a freshman in high school, my English teacher was a man fresh out of college. He wasn't handsome, but he was cute. And he lived in my neighborhood. I would wait for him at the bus stop in the morning and end up being late to school. And I only studied for my English test. My English class notes were rainbow colored, and my goal was to be English teacher's wife. Oh, okay. But before years was up, he quit because of personal reasons. He's probably married now. All I know is that he's living abroad. I'd like to hear one of his favorite songs, Yesterday, in your voice. Mr. Hong, I love you. Yu Kyung from Korea. Hi, Kevin. There's one teacher that comes to my mind for Teacher's Day. I had a crush on my math teacher in high school. Woo! Only you. Unfortunately, math was my worst subject. I know they say when there's a will, there's a way, but this was impossible. Thinking about that teacher makes me think of this song because I could never find the answer to math. Hong Dae-kwang's No Answer. Okay, now we'll be back after some music. 답이 없었어. No Answer by Hong Dae-kwang, requested by Lee Yu-kyung from Korea. 별을 찾는 아이, a Child Searching for a Star by IU, featured by Kim Kwang-jin, requested by Phoebe from China. 답이 없었어, No Answer by Hong Dae-kwang, featured by Yu Kyung from Korea, and 별을 찾는 아이, A Child Searching for a Star by IU, featured by Kim Kwang-jin, requested by Phoebe from China. On Tell Me Something, we talk about set themes every week. Today, we're talking about teachers. Now, let's read some more of your messages. Manami from Japan. Hello, Kevin. I went to the same school from junior high to college, and I met a very interesting teacher. He always came to work on a huge motorcycle, and in class he would sing to us and let us use our cell phones. Oh, after I graduated, I would go drinking with him. He's retired now, but he's still one of my favorite teachers. Wow, he must be one of your favorite teacher. Interesting. Phoebe from China. I really miss my primary school English teacher. She is the best teacher in my heart. She celebrated my birthday for me. When we didn't want to go to class, we often go to her office to chat and eat snacks. Really? Okay. It was a very precious memory. Recently I had seen her present photo. Why she did not grow old. She was the goddess in many people's mind. And my Korean teacher is so great. She is Korean, so she can't speak fluent Chinese, but her Chinese is so cute. Every week, she teaches us Korean and learns Chinese from us. She is kind to us, and she's so nice. Love her so much. Wish them have wonderful life. My song request is 별을 찾는 아이. A Child Searching for a Star by IU, featured by Kim Kwang-jin. P.S. Chinese Teacher's Day is on September 10th. Oh, so Teacher's Day is different from China. Oh, okay. I see. Pishi from Japan. My favorite teacher was my homeroom teacher from elementary school, who taught me for 5 years in elementary school. I was so shy that I would cry when teacher called on me. Okay. But she always made me play the piano in front of my class or play the lead in the class play. I didn't know why she was making me do all those things, but I always felt a sense of accomplishment whenever I succeeded. After that, I never cried in class. Never. 뚝. I'm so grateful to her for letting me really experience success. She not only taught me knowledge, but how to live life. Well, I see a lot of good teachers and favorite teachers out there, and I feel the same way. I had my favorite teacher. Well, I have one English teacher and one sports teacher who taught me a lot of about life. Yeah, a lot of life and love. He was like my friend my 선배님, my mentor, and of course my teacher. And he always gave me the CD. Oh yes, my music teacher and my drama teacher. Yes, she gave me the CDs. She always bring me the CD to listen to, and it was those meditation music, when you do your yoga or some meditation, I don't know, stuff. It's something like something like this. I don't know what kind of music is that, but it's kind of meditation music. But she always gave me this CD and to listen to. But I liked it. I quite liked it. I didn't understand what that music is for, but thanks for the CDs and all these advices from you. Yeah, it was kind of bit of fun time back then. Anyways, thank you everyone. Everyone else who sent in your messages as well. Let's listen to some more music. 청개구리, Blue Frog by 김보경, and Lovely Girl by Five Live. 청개구리, Blue Frog by 김보경, and Lovely Girl by Five Live. It's time to wrap up Tell Me Something, where we talked about teachers in honor of May 15, Teachers' Day. Teachers all say that more than material gifts, the best gift of all is to remember them and to keep in touch. If there's a teacher that comes to mind, why not give them a call? Or maybe send them an email or something. Next week, we'll be talking about my number one treasure. Treasure, that is what you are. My number one treasure. Tell me about what's important to you above everything else. It can be a person, an object, an animal, plant, a thought. Anything goes. Tell me about what you consider most important to you with a reason, and I'll share with our Heartbeat family. Now that's all for tonight's Tell Me Something. I'll be back with more of your messages next week. And it's also time to close out Heartbeat for Saturday, May 17th. I'll be back tomorrow. Here is our last song. 너 누구니? Yoo-hoo by 한소아. I'll see you guys tomorrow. 안녕. Tomorrow. 안녕.